You've seen the iPhone 8 and you are probably disappointed because it still looks like your 4-year-old iPhone 6. Well, that's the iPhone 10, which is going to cost a lot more than both of these devices, and it looks pretty much like any Android phones out there. So if you aren't prepared to make the switch to a bezel-less display smartphone and using your face to unlock your iPhone, this too is probably the best choice if you want a new iPhone. I'm Warren with KLGadgetTV, and let's find out if the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus is worth your money. Many of us have been hoping for a new smartphone design from Apple, and after 4 years, Apple decides to stick to the same front face. But once you have held the iPhone 8 on hand, it is a totally different perception. First, the glass back, which is mainly there for wireless charging. However, it has also made both the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus less slippery to hold and slightly heavier than their predecessors. The new colors that Apple has chosen to use for the iPhone 8's glass back also hides away fingerprints effectively with the help of oleophobic coating. As for the front face, well, it is still a good thing that Apple has kept it that way, because the bezels serve as a great palm rejection feature when you hold the device in landscape. And on the bright side, there's still a home button and Touch ID if you don't like the idea of using your face to unlock your phone. The iPhone 8's display looks just as great as the 7, with the same great viewing angles and brightness, and Apple has brought over the True Tone display technology from the iPad Pro, which automatically adjusts white balance according to surrounding ambience lighting. Pretty useful for viewing content without straining your eyes. The loudspeakers of the iPhone 8 has been improved with 25% louder volume than the previous model, and it really does sound a lot better than most laptop speakers and Android smartphones, especially on the iPhone 8 Plus, where the stereo speakers are now able to produce a much richer bass response and soundstage. With iOS 11, the iPhone 8 isn't getting a lot of new exclusive features over the previous model, but I have to admit that the entire user experience is a lot more responsive than the iPhone 7 due to the A11 Bionic processor. And that's probably the most obvious reason why you would want to upgrade to the iPhone 8. The A11 Bionic processor's performance is best experienced when it comes to AR applications and games. It is a huge difference between Google's Tango smartphones we have come across, where it is able to produce smoother graphics effects and accurate tracking despite lacking dedicated sensors. And the best part here is that the iPhone 8 doesn't heat up terribly, despite requiring a lot of raw processing power for AR. If you love taking photos on the iPhone 7, you're going to love the iPhone 8's new camera system even more. Both iPhone 8 and 8 Plus sport the same 12-megapixel sensor with an f1.8 lens, while the iPhone 8 Plus's secondary telephoto camera is an f2.8 lens. Both cameras now have larger sensors and deeper pixels, which you can expect pictures to have improved clarity in both outdoor and low lighting conditions. With the help of the A11 Bionic's ISP, pictures taken with the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus have very accurate color reproduction. Low-light photography has also greatly improved over the iPhone 7, with better noise reduction and detail preservation. Apple has also upgraded the camera's flash to a quad LED True Tone flash, which now properly exposes subjects in low light. On the iPhone 8 Plus, things are a little unique on the all-new portrait mode with a new feature called portrait lighting, which simulates different lighting conditions very well if used in well-lit environments. When taking a portrait photo, the A11 Bionic chip processes the required information for that particular photo, which is why you can change different portrait lighting effects even after the picture is taken. The iPhone 7 is already great at taking videos, and the iPhone 8 just takes this to the next level with 4K 60 frames per second video recording, which is not available on any Android flagships at this point of time. Image quality is stunning with improved audio recording quality, and it uses the efficient HEVC codec for better file compression. Most of us aren't satisfied when the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus are reported to have smaller batteries. However, in real-world usage, I'm actually getting around the same amount of usage time like I have on the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, which can easily last a working day with moderate use, and this is definitely all thanks to the all-new A11 Bionic processor. Despite of that, I still think Apple could have just maintained the same battery size as the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus for a better battery life. Apart from being able to charge the phones wirelessly, the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus now supports fast charging, but the solution isn't provided out of the box. If you are using a more recent MacBook, you'll just need to purchase the official USB-C to Lightning cable. Otherwise, you will need to spend a total of 350 ringgit for both the charging brick and cable, which is rather expensive compared to an Android smartphone's fast charging solution. To sum up my thoughts, the iPhone 8 isn't going to appeal to those looking forward to a new smartphone design from Apple. But if you can look past that, it is definitely a better and different iPhone in many ways, especially with the improved performance and cameras. No doubt, Apple is still playing catch up with Android smartphones. The iPhone 8 is still a great option for those who are heavily invested into Apple's ecosystem and looking to upgrade from the iPhone 6 and 6s. But if you aren't all in for the iPhone 8's new features, the iPhone 7 is still a pretty fast device and a lot cheaper than the iPhone 8. So that's all for my review of the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. Do you already have one of them, and what are your thoughts about them? Tell me about it in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to KLGadgetTV for more gadget reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you soon in the next one.